So you're watching this video and you're trying to get better at Untitled Boxing in Roblox. Well, here's a tutorial on how to get better, I guess you could say. So here's a clip of me fighting with my friend. Let's play that back real quick. Alright, so I catch my friend in an attack. Right now, all he can do is block. And then I attack him with a heavy. Which, something was wrong here. Let me show you what. So what he should have done when he saw that I was using my heavy, he should have dodged sideways. That way he would have been able to perfect dodge me. As soon as I finish my heavy, he dodges backwards. So if you reacted too slow at that point and you got hit by the heavy while blocking, well, dodging backwards is what you should do. But normally your main priority when you get caught in an M1 attack, you should wait for the heavy and then dodge sideways. That way if you're fighting a hawk, you can perfect dodge and you get a free heavy attack on him. And he won't be able to do much about it as well. Right, so here I attacked him, but usually hawk users do not attack their opponent. They usually wait for their opponent to attack first so they can perfect dodge it. But if a hawk user does decide to attack, then your main option to be doing is perfect dodging them. Otherwise they'd be able to perfect dodge all your attacks and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so here he caught me in an attack. All I could do was block. Though that was until he hit me with a heavy, which then I was able to perfect dodge with. So if you've got your opponent in an attack, you should mostly focus on draining their guard with the M1 instead of M2. Otherwise, they'll be able to perfect dodge it. And once you do eventually break their guard, you're able to free heavy them, which then gives you enough time to back away as well. And once you do M2, then you might want to be inclined to do the M1 attack, but I don't recommend it. It depends on your opponent's skill level. And here you can see my friend putting away his guard. Usually you shouldn't put away your guard until you have like a little bit of slither of guard left. But you'll have to tank a few hits, but at least your guard won't get broken. Trust me, it's worse when your guard gets broken. Alright, so here he went wrong a little bit. He should have been continuing to M1 me to drain my block. That way my guard would have been broken and he would have been able to land a free heavy. Well, I mean, you can see here he lands a heavy anyways, but usually you'd want to break the guard. Here's a little tip. Most of you might not know this, but if you get attacked with an M1 and then get immediately attacked with a heavy again, it's way more easier to avoid that than starting off with a heavy. You can see here that I'm draining his guard and that would come in handy. After I've done that, I usually try to pressurize my opponent by walking towards them and attacking them. This is so I can make sure that they can't regain their guard. You shouldn't worry about how much health you lose as long as you play the way you are, because if it's usually working, then you should eventually come out on top. Once again he made the mistake of heavying. And so did I. You should only ever use your ult when you perfect dodge. Even after you're caught in an ult, you should never let your guard down, because after the cutscene's ended, you can always instantly attack back and catch your opponent off guard. As you can see, I deleted all my friends' healing health right after the cutscene finished. But even if you miss your heavy, then you should always pressurize your opponents and keep attacking them so they don't regain their health back. Here's another tip: whenever a hawk is standing still, he's waiting for you to attack back so that they can perfect dodge you, just like what I do here. Now I'm going to teach you how to fight against a wolf. So the first combo is called baiting. As you can see here, I purposely missed my first M2 just so I can hit him in a second. Usually missing your first M2 baits your opponents to get close to you so they can attack you. Little do they know that you have your second M2 to use. Right, so here I use my first M2. Usually people are used to only one M2, so when you use a second one, it catches them off guard and they stop blocking for a second so they can attack back. But then they end up getting hit. There's not much tips to give after this, so just enjoy the gameplay, I guess. So you can see here that I've been lowering his guard, and this comes important later. When I was lowering his guard before, it disadvantaged him now, so I was able to break his guard and get a free heavy in. So you can see here I caught him in an attack, and his guard was low and I broke it. So you can see here that I didn't attack him right after I broke his block. The reason is because his stun time is enough for you to regain some stamina back, which means that after that I can hit him with a heavy and a few extra attacks as well. So if you don't attack for so long, then he might be able to regain his balance and block it. This is why breaking a block is crucial, because you can get extra hits if you break their block. If you don't regain your stamina, then you won't be able to hit him a few extra times. Alright, so look at this part. Can you spot what he did? Let's play that back. You can see here that he dashes forward and then I attack him. This is a predictable playstyle. Every here and then is okay, but if you do it all the time, then your attacks will be predictable. Let me explain in further detail. His playstyle relies on the reaction time. If the opponent does not have a good reaction time, then he lands his hit. So every now and then is fine. But he did it too much. His playstyle got predictable. So all I had to do was attack when he dashed. And 90% of the time I'd land my attack. Some opponents only attack when they get close to you. So you see, I'm a good distance away just so I can hit him with my attack. It's easy to know when they are going to attack because they get close to you. And so you can make yourself a good distance away so when you attack them, your attack is the only one that lands. Instead of explaining, let me show you. He attempts to attack. I predict it and go in for the attack. I made sure I was a good distance away so it would land. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that wraps about all the tips I have, so if you have any more, leave them in the comments, but happy punching.